Alright, so everybody has made it so far. We have here. Hello, hello. Let's not forget to hit that like button. Yes, let's not forget to hit that like button. So today we're trying something different. You know, we're trying something different. Trying to use Streamlabs for the first time. So today we're trying something different. You know, we're trying something different. So I finally got the chat to work here. You know, this is the first time I'm actually using Streamlabs for the first time. So, you know, so far we got the counter thing. Well, the counter's over here on this side because apparently everything is mirrored on the opposite side. So we're going over here to over there. I'm doing good except for look at this, guys. I cut my head. I gave myself a little injury. Look at that. Deep. Look at that. Look at that. I cut myself. Look at that. Look at that. Can you believe I cut myself? It's like, it's unbelievable. So, finally, well, long story short, my monitor right here fell forward and the camera hit me right in the middle of my head. So yeah, I kind of injured myself in the process. I was here relaxing, I was adjusting some of the things, and all of a sudden, the camera falls right, and it has no sharp edges. I don't even know how I managed to cut myself. So yeah, you know, it's like when it happened, the cut wasn't that bad. The cut wasn't that bad when it happened. It was like lighter. I woke up the next morning and this is what I find. I'm freaking Frankenstein's monster. I got Frankenstein's like little gash instead of being to the side. It's like right here, directly in the middle. It's like if it came out like a little bit like a lightning bolt, I'd be Harry Potter since I have glasses. Hey, Robert, what is up? What is up? So as you guys can see, the setup is now completely different. I have everything here, a little bit more of a better setup than compared to, you know, what I had it as before. You know, I was like, I had the setup, you know, just using the normal YouTube go live type of thing, and now that I have the computer running, this new computer setup that I have running, it's a lot better. So now I can actually do some other things. So now when people subscribe, or some people are like the highest chatter or anything, like for example, you subscribe, you're shown right here, you know, so you can actually see yourself. And if you let's say if you guys want to make like a donation to the channel right here, if you ever guys want to make a donation, right there, I actually put a link right here. If you guys want to make a donation, it shows it right here, like a little donation, you know, little John tipped, and look at that, money goes right into the glass. Money goes right into the glass. So I think that's a lot even better. So I think this setup is a lot better. You know, it's like I'm trying to figure out some things. You know, lately I've had a lot on my mind. I've had weird. My life, my thing is, I like this setup. Yeah, thank you. I like this too. I like it too. And you guys like the new chair? You guys like the new chair? You guys remember how crappy that other chair was looking? Like all the stuff came off and was looking all crappy and nasty. Like I've had that chair for like 3 years. Had that chair for 3 years, guys. 3 years, and it was looking like poo. You don't even want to know what the seated section looked like. The seated section looked like poopy. That's what it looked like. It looked like poopy. And so yeah, guys. The raffle. I wanted to talk to you guys real quick about the raffle. The raffle for this month. That's actually for the Fusion helmet. For some odd reason, it has not been getting any attention. I don't think a lot of people are interested. Like we got like maybe 2 entries, you know, literally just 2 raffle entries. That's about it, and it's already halfway down the line. So it's not much of a raffle if only 2 names are in the hat. So you know, I don't know what to say. You know, I'm still trying to figure out what else to do for the channel because views are down, guys. Views are very, very down. The last video that I made, which was for the Black Sentry rifle, it's only at 179 views in a week. So it's like things are going down. The channel's not doing as well as I hoped it would do. You know, it's already been almost a year since we started this channel, and it's good. I like doing the videos. I like doing all the builds, but apparently it's kind of shocking. You know, you have over 1,600 subscribers, yet you only have 179 views. It's kind of upsetting. You know, it's kind of disappointing to know that you're not even reaching the people that have even subscribed to the channel. Like, I don't know. That's how come I don't do. A lot of people contact me. They're asking sub for sub. You know, sub for sub is you know, good for if you want to get subscribers, just get that high amount. But it doesn't really help with views because you might have a lot of subscribers, but you're not getting those people. Those people are not really interested in watching your videos. You know, and I'm trying to figure out what else to do. Like, I even decided I'm gonna change the name up. You know, cosplay. You know, Oscar's cosplay and props. You know, 3D print cosplays, like all 3D print. But all I'm doing is Power Ranger related stuff, and I'm gonna do some Kamen Rider. But you know, somebody even reached out to me just recently and asked me, would I be when I'm gonna do something? When I'm gonna do a foam build? You know, like a phone bill. When am I going to do that? What happened last stream? It kept on cutting out. I don't know. I think it was something about the internet because it was the weather was pretty bad that day. So for some odd reason, I think some with the wind and everything was causing something with the internet to go out. So as it went the second time, the internet stayed off for like a good while. So I couldn't really restart the stream right away. I don't know if I would call it MMPR cosplay because I don't really do anything other than, you know, props or helmets or maybe the chest armors, because I can't really do the actual suits or the boots or the cuffs because I don't sew and I don't even own a sewing machine. And the last time I sewed, I think I was in 8th grade. And it was part of home economics class. So I think if I try to sew again, I would mess up my fingers. I'd literally be like in one of those TV shows where people try to sew and everything and you see band-aids all covering their fingertips. Maybe try a full costume. Net Viper, I would love to, but I can't sew for anything. I can't sew to save my own life. And if memory serves me right, the farthest I ever got in sewing, the farthest I ever got in home economics class in sewing was making a pillow. Like it was like this, like a little, like a little pillow this big, like this tall, this wide, and it had my initials on it, and it was in felt material, so it wasn't like the best fabric. It was like whatever, you know, the home ec teacher wanted to supply us. You know, 8th grade students, you know, like you don't really have a high budget when it comes to material, what you're going to be given. I saw your MMPR white helmet and the gold looks good. Thank you. That took a while to find like the best gold I could find, because some golds aren't really the best, and I wanted to find a gold that wasn't glossy, that when you do it doesn't gloss, and then when you put tape on it to paint everything else, it comes right off, or it marks, like an armor build, Iron Man, Batman, Halo. Yeah, I really want to do that. Is that I want to do bigger and better builds, but the channel needs to grow, and that's why I do the raffles, because that way, you know, I can actually get funds to make bigger builds. You know, like I would love to make a Batman cowl. Like I want to do the King Tyranno sword, or sword staff, or whatever you want to call it, because it's like a sword and a staff in one. And I would love to make that prop, and then like show how to make a mold out of that prop. But it takes money, like believe it or not, guys. And this is one of the things I said in my little message that I did on Instagram. That the materials that I use, and the materials that I like to use, and the materials that I stay away from. Like some of the materials I love to use, like I've used this before when I made molds for the Psycho Ranger helmets a couple years back. I use Umu, and that's something from Smooth On, and it's like awesome, because basically it's a pouring molding, so that way you can make a box, make a clay border around the prop or whatever it is you're making, lightsaber or something like that, and it picks up all of that awesome detail. The only problem is, you know, they're gonna send you like maybe about, I think, 2 to 3 gallons, and it costs about $200 for that. And not to mention the fact that since I live in Puerto Rico, they like to add another $50 to ship it to me, because I live in Puerto Rico. I don't live in the good old United States of America. So, you know, hold on, I got a message here. Let's see, OCR 3D Sentai. OCR is abbreviated. Yeah, oh wow. OCR. What's the CR? Oscar Cosplay. I don't. What's the R mean? Because I think you lost me there. Because if it's. I'm lost. I'm like OCR 3D Sentai. What's OCR? I know. Oscar, is this supposed to be like Oscar? Is that OCR like is that, because I thought Oz was the abbreviation for my name, because I know some people called Oscar are called Oz. I don't know why. I don't know why some people like go by the name Oz. Oscar Cosplay Reinvented. Oh, my bad, he wasn't. Yeah, like reinvented. You know, since I cannot see through the Streamlabs, I don't know how many likes we got here. I'm trying to see if I can find how many likes we have here. How many likes I'm looking for right now. Likes we got here. I'm trying to see if I can find. Okay, we got 5. No, we got 6 likes. We got 6 likes. So that's good. We got 6 likes. Awesome. Let's see. Sandy, huh? Hey, Sandy, what is up? I'm thinking like Net Viper Iron Man build, but do one like no one else has, an actual step-by-step. You know which Iron Man suit I would love to do, and it's not because it's not for a guy. You know, I would love to do the rescue armor. I would love to do the Pepper Potts rescue armor. I don't know why. Ever since I saw it in the movie, I fell in love with that suit. I know it's a girl's suit, but just how nice and sleek it is. It's so awesome. I would love to do that. You know, I do have the files. It just takes a lot of filament to make that, and it would be so awesome to do that. You know, like a step-by-step Iron Man suit all together. Hey, thought I'd stop by. Gotta get back to work. Hope you're still streaming when I'm off. Yes, I'm still here. Hopefully the internet is a lot better than it was the last time. So I hope it keeps on staying strong. You know. So yeah. Thank you for subscribing, Dan Murphy. So yeah, but you know, it's like I was doing the math and everything because I've always wanted to do another Iron Man suit, because I used to make these suits out of foam. All of my Iron Man suits that I've ever worn were made completely out of foam. So you'll pay for the filament? Are you serious? You'll pay for the filament. Do you want to know how much the filament's going to cost, Sandy? That's a cool idea. If you want help printing the rescue armor, just let me know. So I was doing the math for the rescue armor, and if I was to use the filament that I use currently, which is 3DD Plus filament that I get on Amazon, believe it or not, guys, it only costs between $12.99 to like about $18.99, depending on the color. On the color of PLA. I don't. So yeah. If I was to go for the red filament, like I'm using right now, red filament. As you can see, the print actually has a little bit of green on it because I had to switch. I was just using some leftover filament, and as you guys see, I have a kind of a red theme going on with some of my stuff, and I got to change the curtains because I need some more red in my life. I need some more red. Like it matches my clothes. So yeah, the filament cost to make a Pepper Potts full body armor with the helmet and everything, the total cost would be about, just for the filament alone, would be about $275. You know, believe it or not, $275 in the filament. So, and imagine I ordered that much material and I have to go pick it up at the local UPS store. The guy's gonna be like, it's like, how big of a box are you picking up? I was like, I'm picking up a box like about this big. Okay. It's like, yeah, this big. Are you serious? You'll do that right now? If you... I hear that and when people do that, I get speechless. I run out of things to say. But and Sandy is actually awesome because she was the come on. So Sandy, if you want to send that you can send it right here to that link, you know, right there. And I think it'll actually show up on the screen when you do it, because I have my PayPal connected to the Streamlabs, so it should actually show your name and stuff like that. I know I had to put a hold on my Magna Defender army because I don't have enough filament. Don't you just hate it when that happens? Don't you just hate it? Like, you think you have the right amount, and then you're all building and stuff like that, and we're building and we're getting the stuff all like, and then all of a sudden, like, you want to bite your finger, you want to pull your hair out of your head, and you're like, Ranger 1 reviews, how hard is it for you to find the helmet files you want to print? Not hard at all. Not hard at all. And over the years that I've been cosplaying, I've made a lot of connections with people. So I've been able to find a lot of files and a lot of people that I know that do 3D modeling, which while I'm getting files from them, I'm learning to do 3D modeling myself. Over the years, you know, it's gotten easier and easier over time, because I know about several 3D modelers, and 5 hours of slicing it to get it ready. That's a pain in the butt. Like, you're all slicing and everything and then like that. But you know what really sucks? You know what really sucks is that when you run out of filament while you're printing, and then you realize you have none left to finish a specific piece. So you're like, rest in peace. Yes, rest in peace. Moment of silence for Robert Axelrod. All right, great actor, unforgettable. You'll never, when you think of Lord Zed, you know you're thinking about Robert Axelrod. Awesome guy. I never got to meet him. Never really ever got to meet him. You know, because he's never been to Puerto Rico, and so the power goes out. Power hasn't gone out in a while, so. Fingers crossed that it stays that way. Fingers crossed that it stays that way. Let us hope and pray. When you're ready, you will get the other 100. Ready in what way? Ready and willing, you mean? Because I'm always ready and willing. And Net Viper, thank you so much for your donation. I gotta really see what this does. You know, it's like Let's see here. Oh, that went dark. That went dark. Hold on here. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Just shot you. Yes, I saw right now. I'm trying to figure out how come the donation thing. Hold on. I'm trying to see here. See. Yes, I see it. I see it right now, Sandy. I decided to go to the PayPal because it notified me here on my screen. So I got 100 from you and 25 from Net Viper. Thank you. If I was there, I'd give you all a hug. If I could jump through the screen right here, if I could just jump right there, just jump into the screen, I would and give you all a big hug. Also, never met him. Also, I never met Pua Magavisa or Justin Cody I never met any of them. I've only met like less than a handful of Ranger actors. I've only met a handful. I'm trying to see here something here. Don't you just hate it when you're trying to learn things for the first time on Streamlabs because you haven't used it ever? And believe it or not, I tried to use Streamlabs years ago. Don't mind the darkness right now. It's because my screen has gone dark because I'm checking something here. Checking the donation thing because I really want that to show, guys. I really want that to show. So I'm trying to find it right now. Let's see. Trying to find it right now because I really want. Hold on one second. I gotta close the window. See, that's what I don't like. You stream, and then all of a sudden people start using like a power washer around you. Where have I been? Hey, Oscar. Hey, man. Saturday is my birthday. Oh, dude. I hope you have a great birthday. Right now, I'm trying to figure out how like, the whole Streamlabs thing connects to the donation thing. I'm trying to find out. Let's see here. All right, now I figured out one way to do it. So now I'm just doing it manually, guys. I'm doing it manually, believe it or not. So let's see. All right, see, now we have Sandy and NetViber who just donated for the build. Thank you, guys. So yeah, you know, I met Walter E. Jones. I met him once. I met David Yost too, and I didn't meet any of the other guys that you met, Orville. So you're lucky because you met them. I never got them. Have you tried Peppercura to make your helmet? That's how actually. Ranger 1, that's actually how I started making Power Ranger helmets because I started with working on Peppercura. And let me tell you something, that thing was like, oh my god, it was like the most nerve-wracking thing, especially when you get the little tiny itty-bitty parts for your helmets and everything, and they're like the size of a freaking needle. It's like, I don't even know how possible it is to make something that small. It's like when things have so much detail, you don't really know how things are going to turn out. And when you try to glue those little tiny itty bitty pieces, sometimes they rip. Oh, that's why one of the reasons I decided I want to go the 3D printing route. It saved me a lot more aggravation. Dude, I watched Austin St. John, how he became the Red Ranger. His story will blow your mind. Oh yeah, I saw that video on his YouTube channel. I was like, wow, because he actually also auditioned for the Green Ranger, apparently. Like, you know, and I know Jason David Frank auditioned for the Red Ranger as well. So it's like one got the other, and the other one got the other. So like they got the one character they weren't aiming for. So it was like interesting. I got to meet them at. I never been to Power Morphicon. I've never actually been to that event. I want to go one of these days. I really, really do. I want to go to that event one of these days, and meet them all. And shake their hand, take pictures, all of that amazing stuff. That's what I would love to do. So maybe one of these days I will actually get a chance to meet these guys and see what can happen. I don't know, but I would love to meet these guys. Really, I really would. I was like, oh, okay. Now I see how come the donation thing, because it has to be, the donation thing doesn't signify on it unless you use my actual PayPal email address. Okay, so instead of using the donation button, it's the actual PayPal email address. Okay. You learn and you live. You live and you learn. Hey Oscar, how you doing today? I'm doing pretty good, except for look, I got a freaking scar on my head. Look at that! I cut myself recently. By the way, Oscar, I just fixed my resin printer, so I'll get those Green Lantern ring photos to you. Awesome! I'd like to see that because I'm really interested in getting a resin printer one day. Because I think it would be great to actually make those little gems also for the Green Ranger helmets, you know, make an actual resin one of it, you know, like that. So I'm thinking about it one day. One day I might get one. Cause I heard that you can get one for $200 on Amazon. So that's gonna be a goodie. So Tommy was going to be the Red Ranger and Austin St. John was going to be the Green Ranger. I never heard him say. Yeah, it was actually in a video. He did it like on one of his little talks when he was on a panel, and they were talking about his, you know, the characters that he actually wanted to portray and everything. It's like. Like I even saw the video of him talking about Trini, like, you know, like, and like apparently he had like a little bit of a crush on Trini. Any cubic of Photon is a very good entry model. I got mine for $207. Yeah, I think that's the same one that Uncle Jesse on YouTube had reviewed on his channel just recently, like I think about 2 weeks ago, I think. So I'm looking for that. I think I want to try that one out. And I heard Austin St. John and Jason David Frank can't be in the same room together. I don't know. You know, it's like I don't know what's going on with those two. If they're really friends or they're not friends, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with those guys. If they're not friends, if they are friends, if anything, if they're not, I hope they can, you know, bury the hatchet and become good friends. Again, you know, it's like you only live once, and you never know. I got my CR10 now, but some reason my 3D printer's not reading my SD card. The possibility is when you take the SD card out, do you actually eject it first, or do you just pull it out of the computer? I think Jason David Frank right now is actually still on the con circuit right now. I think he has actually a couple more conventions coming up. So that, I think I saw the post of it on Instagram that he actually has a few more that he's going to. I think he's going to one in Boston. I heard JDF hates Austin because he made a comment about if you had long hair, that's going to get in the way of your martial arts. I don't know. I don't consider if that's true. It's kind of a little bit of not. I don't. It's a comment to be mad about because come on, Steven Seagal had long hair and he always had it in a ponytail, and he was a great martial artist. So who knows? Who knows? I've seen a lot of martial arts artists with long hair. So, you know, it's gotta see what's going on. So yeah, you know, I'm gonna tell you guys a few things here. You know, I want to give you a list of some materials that I recommend for using for 3D printing and also for pepakura and foam builds. All right, because I'm sure you guys are like wondering, for those who are just starting out in these builds and you want to know what is best to work with, you know. That's odd because the majority of Oriental martial artists have long ponytails down to their neck. Yeah, that's why I say, you know, it's like, you know, Austin St. John and Dave Ringer would get along. I don't know why they have to have it out. I don't know. I've never even seen JDF ever say anything bad about Austin St. John. I've never, you know, I even met him. I met Austin St. John at his hotel when I went to sell him the White Drakkon helmet that he wanted as a display piece. So he never said anything bad because I spoke to him about Austin because Austin made an order for a helmet and I was talking to him about it, and he didn't say nothing. He had nothing bad to say about Austin. So I don't know if things are okay with each other. I hope they are. You know, like, it's good to keep good communication with everybody you know in your life. But, you know, one day I guess we'll see if we ever see them something coincide and work together in something. And JDF did not want to do a con because Austin was going to be there. MER conspiracy. It's the Power Ranger Illuminati. It's the Morphin Illuminati. I am so bad with names, of making up names. But yeah, you know, it's for a lot of you guys. How many of you guys are still doing foam builds or want to get into making armor, but working with foam, EVA foam, 6mm craft foam, the Yaya Han foam that they sell now in Joann's Fabrics and other retail stores that are not located in Puerto Rico, so we can't get it over here ever unless you pay double the shipping. But I digress. But yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna if you guys want to know like what kind of stuff I recommend for using for your foam builds, like sealing, gluing, what foams are the best kinds to go for. Me trying to make a shield for the White Ranger. Excuse me. Hey, we have a new subscriber, Ranger1. Thank you for subscribing. Okay, so Pontiac Bandit wants to make a White Ranger shield, and Net Viper wants to do a Green Ranger shield. All right, this is what I'm going to tell you guys. If you're going to make a shield, these are the materials that you're going to need for making your Power Ranger shields. You're going to need, for the Gold Ranger shield, you're going to need like a nice long sheet of smooth EVA foams, something similar to the Yaya Han EVA foam that they sell in Joann's. I think you'll probably need to use 2 sheets for the outer layer, and then 2 more sheets to make the design on the shoulders and a third one for the chest. They actually do. It's a couple of cosplay shops online that sell it in thicker forms. So that's gonna be good for you guys right there. For gluing the pieces together of foam, I highly do not suggest to do anything with hot glue. Don't ever glue anything with hot glue when you're working with EVA foam, because hot glue tends to give way in heat. And living here in Puerto Rico, I've seen a lot of armors fall apart because of heat. You know, it doesn't have to be extremely hot, but the fact of the matter is when you're reaching at a certain temperature, the glue starts to loosen up and unglue from the actual other surface. So it's like starts to come up and starts to open a lip, and then pop, your thing is gonna open. Yeah, that is right, Net Viper. The best thing is contact cement. Like, I know a lot of people in the U.S. they use barge. Over here we don't have barge, so I go to a Home Depot and I get industrial strength contact cement. Like it looks like red. You know, usually when you're getting contact cement of any other kind, like say it like consumer brand. It's called like consumer brand. Like I have one right here actually. So you know I have Lanco's consumer contact cement. See, a consumer grade. So these are what I use. They sell it in small little bottles, or you can get it in this size or a little bit bigger. This right here is a pint, and I know they also sell it in a quart. And this is about 4 ounces. So this is the best type of stuff. So, and when it comes to the gold section, like some people want to paint their shield, some people want to actually do the whole fabric. There are 2 separate types of fabric. There is the 4-way stretch Lycra. Basically, it's almost like the same type of material that you would use for your Sentai suits. Or 4-way stretch vinyl for that nice, more glossy look. Similar to what they use for the Kamen Rider armors. So, you know, something like that, you want it to shine more. And I've seen a lot of people do it for the Lord Drakkon chest shields. And also for the black that was used for the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger White Ranger shield. That's actually black Lycra. Black Lycra. No, black vinyl, my bad. Black flat vinyl, and then the gold was actually Lycra. So those are 2. It has to be 4-way stretch. I can't stress that enough, guys. When you're working with this and you want to use the fabric technique to work with your chest shields and your armors, the best thing to do is actually go with the fabric, and it has to be 4-way stretch, not 2-way stretch, because you won't get that much liberty in the forming and the stretching, because it can only stretch in 2 separate directions. If you want to stretch it this way, it ain't gonna happen. It probably has a little give, but not enough to actually get a nice flat surface and to have it even out a little bit. What have I been up to? Besides the fact of building a new PC that took me a year just to get the parts, let me just show you guys right here. So, you know, I've been building this PC. So, this actually has a remote right here. And so, as you guys can see, look, I got a red Hulk in there. And yes, it's actually red because if I turn on one, he still stays red. You know, the only thing is blue is like the front panel right here. The front panel is still blue. But one day those will be red. One day those will be red. I gotta match. I gotta match. Like my curtains don't match. Matches my shirt, and then it, you know, the red and the blue kind of match my Jonin shirt. Even though my Jonin shirt, you know, is like a dark blue. My birthday is going to be on the 23rd. I'll be turning 20. 20. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ranger One. Happy birthday to you. It's morphin' time. There you go. I'm the first one to sing happy birthday to you. So, happy birthday. Have a good 20th birthday. Have fun. Eat lots of cake. And splurge on all the goodies of desserts and tasty treats. Nice. I have the exact same PC case. I don't know why. It was so affordable. I did see a lot of good videos of it on YouTube. And I was like, this is affordable. It's only $50. I'm going to get it. And I got it. Well, actually, this is like the first piece I actually got a year ago. This case has been sitting in my closet collecting dust in its original box for a year. But now it's alive and it's behaving itself and it's being a good little boy or girl. I don't know. You know, I know a lot. I heard people usually like give their PCs names. I don't know what I would call my PC. I don't know what I would name it. I'm bad at that stuff. Dude, I love Power Ranger morphers. Me too. You know, if one day I ever get a morpher, I think I would like to get that Green Ranger, White Ranger Legacy morpher. One day. It's gonna be one day. One day. I have a more phenomenal computer. And look, my scar even matches my concept of color because it's red. It's red. So yeah, so basically, like I was telling you guys, if you want to do that with your armors, you know, that EVA foam, like you get that Joanne Fabrics. In fact, I'm going to see right now. I'm gonna since I am right here on my browser, I am going to get the listing for you guys for that other foam. I'm gonna get that listing for you for the other foam. So I'm gonna Google it for you guys. I'm gonna Google it for you. Let's see. Okay, we have one shop that I actually ended up getting like a sample of stuff. I got a little bit of a sample, and that is TNT Cosplay Supply. So they actually have like they even sell barge. They sell barge. And they have these cosplay tools, like this actually as like a cutter that cuts things at a beveled edge. And so that's even better right here. So I'm just gonna get the link right here for you guys, and I'm going to paste it right here into the chat. So I'm going to copy paste. So as you guys see, we have TNT Cosplay, and I actually gave you the link for the actual shop. So they have a whole lot of things here. They have EVA foam cones. They have square dowels. They have triangle dowels. Let's see. They have sheets of scale foam, guys. Scale foam, and even cosplay creative compound. You know that type of foam clay that you can actually mold. That way, if you want to do like some masks or helmets and make horns out of foam clay, that's like the perfect that you guys can get. So it has a whole lot of different variety for you guys in all your cosplay needs. They even sell gift cards if you ever want to get a gift card for somebody so they can buy something from their shop. And they even have like flexible metallic paints, guys. They got flexible metallic paints. Where else can you find flexible metallic paints? And I see the, and I'm looking at the thing there here. The options are bronze, gold, gunmetal, and steel. This type of stuff would work so much well for Power Ranger armors, especially the gold, because a lot of these shields are gold. So this is a great advantage of this one shop, that you guys can actually get these materials and, you know, spray paint your foam in a gold color. I'm just checking on the the Pink Ranger, because we got a Pink Ranger printing right here, and apparently it's holiday colors because it's green and red. Have you ever tried liquid latex for paint masking on your helmets or props? I tried liquid latex on my foam builds. The only time I was ever able to get liquid latex was during the holiday, the Halloween season at Walmart. Because I think you can get bottles for like $9.99, and I did see a couple bottles for $9.99 recently when I was at Walmart the last time I went there, which was a couple of days ago. Hey Oscar, thank you again for helping me out with my bills. Hey, no problem, dude. And Robert, if you looked at my storyline on Instagram, you will actually see that the pictures of your raw prints are actually on my storyline on my Instagram. So 3 of those helmets in those photos are your helmets. Speaking of Instagram, guys, I've been trying to see about upping my game on social media and everything. And believe it or not, I've actually had social media on Twitter for like God knows how long. Believe it or not, I only have 140 followers on Twitter, and half the time I get 2 or 3 added followers, and then all of a sudden they unfollow me. I'm like, dude, how on earth are you gonna follow somebody and then you unfollow them the next day? I think those are the people that try to get like a follow for a follow, and if you don't follow them back, they unfollow you right in return. So I was like, Psycho Red PC. Hey, if I could, hey, you never know. Maybe I'll airbrush a Psycho Ranger helmet on the PC or something like that. I don't know. Well, we'll see. Psycho Ranger PC. Where do you put all your helmets? All my helmets go downstairs in a empty apartment that used to belong to my brother. So I have like several different tables where the prints will sit, or I actually have some on display on a shelf that I have over here. Like I have a Rio helmet that I made for one of my previous videos. I have a Red Ranger helmet here. I have a Red Hood helmet, and I actually have the Fusion helmet. I'll show you that right now. I have this Fusion helmet right here that I made for a previous video that look right there. Signed by Jason David Frank himself. So actually on a shelf right here, and this guy is actually being raffled off this month. I have a raffle each month. So far we already had 2 winners. The first winner was Nathan Ashcroft, who actually won the Black Century rifle the first month. And then last month we had, I think her name was Lely, and she won the Lord Drakkon Helmet Evolution 2 helmet that was also autographed by Jason David Frank. This is the last Jason David Frank autograph piece that I have right here, and this is actually going to be raffled off for this month. For anybody who wants to actually participate in the raffle, what you have to do is go to my coffee, buy me a coffee. Every coffee is about $3 and you're allowed to do multiple entries for the contest. So the more entries you do, the more your name is actually put into the raffle, and the higher your chances to win, because the more your name is in there, the more your name goes into the hat. And then it's like I've had people last month do a lot of it. This month it hasn't been getting that much attention. We only have 2 entries this month, literally just 2 entries this month. So we're trying to see if we're going to be able to get a few more entries and everything. I'm just gonna click right here the link for it, so that way if any of you guys want to participate in the raffle to win this autograph baby, if anybody really wants to win this guy, he's gonna be up for it, and the winner will be announced at the end of the month before the next raffle gets started. Who knows, the next raffle actually might be an Omega Red Ranger helmet. But this guy is up for grabs. Anybody wants to try to win this guy, all you got to do is go buy a coffee. Every coffee is about $3. You have all the way, you can enter as many times as you want. You have all the way to the end of the month to enter. Even the last day you're allowed to enter before I announce the winner. And the more, like I said, the more you enter, the more chances you have. And it goes for everybody else. The more the merrier. You got to play to win. If you don't play, you can't win. And this is the last one that's autographed by Jason David Frank. He's the last guy. Look at that. See? Jason David Frank. Tommy. So to participate, all you have to do is go into the link right there. If you have a PayPal, all you have to do is go through your PayPal. You can send it. You can buy the coffee through PayPal, and it's coffee. It's not an actual coffee where you buy a coffee and then you're gonna be getting a coffee mail to your house and then you're gonna drink it and everything. No, it's just a coffee. Basically, it's a place where, you know, people in social media that do YouTube videos and stuff like that go to collect donations for their builds, for their channels, so that way you can kind of bring out more content and, you know, bring out more videos for everybody to enjoy and see more builds. Like, we just recently had a donation by Sandy and by Net Viper, $125 in total from both of them, and, you know, 100 from Sandy, 25 from Net Viper, and this is going to go to building a full suit armor of the Pepper Potts rescue armor from Endgame, and I'll be in like multiple videos. So keep an eye on that. That could end up being like a big giant display piece, you know. So little by little, guys, you know, these builds are gonna get better, you know, with the help of you guys donating and participating, smashing that like button, sharing the videos, sharing the live streams on your social media, on your Instagram, on your Twitter, on your Facebook, you know, so that way your friends can see, your grandmother can see, your brothers can see, your sisters can see, your ex-girlfriends and boyfriends can see, you know, your future wife, your future husband can see too. So, you know, and, you know, share the love, bring more people over here to the table. Make a White Ranger helmet with lights. A White Ranger helmet with lights, but where would the lights go? Where would the lights go? Because there's really no place where it would go unless it's like maybe somewhere like in the eyes, the cat eyes right there. They gotta make a hole in there and then like cut it out and then put like a little white strip like in the Iron Man helmets. They have that white strip right there and then have some LEDs on the inside, and like when you push a button, glowing magic. That's the best type of magic. Glowing magic. Glowing magic. I do believe in magic! I do believe in magic! I love that series. I love Mystic Force. If you don't like Mystic Force, I'm sorry, but I do. I love it. It's mine. I love it so much. I've never seen a helmet like that. That's amazing. The closest I've ever seen a helmet with light up eyes, I think that would be the Mighty Morphin Yellow Ranger helmet from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie from the 1990s. Because remember when she had like really like her glowing eyes? That was cool. If you made a helmet with lights, I would advise either Red Turbo or Operation Overdrive. Well, I'm thinking of doing a Turbo Ranger helmet build soon. I've had several people ask me about making one, and not just making it, as in making it, but, you know, showing how to add like LEDs to the inside of the helmet so that way the front lights up. That way, because I think that's the whole added effect that everybody wants to have. They want to have that added effect of the light up eyes. When they go to the convention, they could probably like push a little button on the side of the helmet, and all of a sudden, yeah, you have high beams going into everybody's direction. So I'm sure that's something that a lot of people want to see. In fact, I would love to see that too, because I have yet to make a Turbo Ranger, because believe it or not, it's not something that people have ever asked me to commission for them. They've never asked for a Turbo Ranger helmet. I don't know why. It's always been all Mighty Morphin. Always, the majority has been Mighty Morphin. I remember when it first started, it all started with like over and 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 over, and I repeat, over again. Green Ranger, Green Ranger, Green Ranger, Green Ranger. I think I've made more Green Rangers in my life since I started than I've made any other helmet in general. Oh, I would love to see a Beetleborgs helmet. I would love to make a Beetleborgs helmet because I do remember the series. I did watch it. Is that I can't find STL files. I know there's a prop maker who did make the model, but he would never share the file. He would never, ever, ever share the file. So it's like, I want it, but he won't share. He won't share. He won't sell it either, because he wants to be the only one that has it. You know, he wants to be the only one that can supply that to people. So, hey, if anybody has a file, and they want to send it my way of anything Beetleborg related, by all means, send it my way. I will make a video of a Beetleborgs helmet. Gladly, I will make a video gladly. Big bad Beetleborgs. Big bad Beetleborgs. I wonder, going to your stream. So, alright, so far we've already talked about, you know, I have access to multiple computer programs and software. I'll try to find one and make a mock-up for you. I'll see what I can do. Yeah, I have 2 programs for modeling, and that's Blender and Fusion 360. Those are the 2 I have. But I'm still learning. There's not a lot of video tutorials. Trooper Transform. VR. Free Troopers. Free virtual reality. Troopers. Free. 4, 3, 2, 1. VR. We are VR. See, I know that. I was part of the whole VR Trooper generation too. I saw the whole thing. I loved it. It was like one of my favorite stuff like that. You know, it's like I could anything like that. Like I remember the first time I saw Kamen Rider, and that was Kamen Rider Dragon Knight, and it was the only Kamen Rider series. Well, there was another one, and that was Black Rider or something like that. There was a spin-off from the Power Rangers, but it was also another Kamen Rider. That and Kamen Rider Dragon Knight were the first times I ever found out about Kamen Riders. So yeah, you know, it's like I had to like I had to participate in that. It was so much fun and everything. And it's like, what can you do? I'm looking right now. So far, our top chatter is Orville. Orville, awesome! You're the top chatter, buddy. You're the top chatter with 24 messages. After these messages, we'll be right back. Coffee Thief, anything new printing? Yes, right now we have Mighty Morphin Power Ranger Pink Ranger printing right now. It is nearly done. So far, this piece has been going on for nearly 22 hours. This piece has been going on for nearly 22 hours. But it's still going strong. I haven't had nothing bad. I've had to change the filament twice. Because I had some red, went all the way up to near the jawline. I ended up using whatever leftover I had of green just to get rid of that. Because I had 2 little spools of green left. So I just used that just to get the spools out of the way. And when that finished, I put what was left over of another red filament. Like I always have a lot of leftover filament from big prints. And I actually manually fed it because I can't pause the print. I actually manually fed the filament in while it was still on. $63. Wow. Did you make a video of the MMPR pink? Yeah, I made a video of that one. I think I actually made the video. Let me see how long ago it was. Let me see how long ago the video was. Pink Ranger, Pink Ranger, Pink Ranger, Pink, 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 Pink. Oh where is my Pink Ranger gone? Oh where can she be? Let's see. My goodness, where are you, Pink? Oh yeah, here we go. I made Pink Ranger November 3rd of last year. I made that video November 3rd of last year. Here's the actual link right here. Here's the quick link. That's the quick link. So. I think you made a video of all 7 minutes. Let's see. I don't think I made a video of the Blue Ranger. I think that's the only one I didn't make a video of. What's the money bar on the top for? Oh, the money bar is basically getting donations for the channel to keep building bigger and better products. Like so far, we had some donations that came up to 120 because we're gonna be building a full-size armor of the Pepper Potts Rescue armor for Endgame. So a lot of people want to see some big armor builds. So we're gonna do a video series of building the Pepper Potts Rescue armor. So everybody's more than welcome to donate. And if you guys want to donate, I'm just gonna put this right here because you gotta. Let's see if I want to make sure I spelled it right. So you can send it to that email address on PayPal, and anybody who actually makes a donation, they actually show up on the screen. And right here in the little glass, right here on the little glass, you get to see your name and everything of how much you donated and that you actually donated to the channel. So the little thing goes right there, little coins. Little coin is right there, goes in there. That's a big project. I hope you get the funds. Yeah, so far we got 125. And every little donation actually helps. You know, the more donations, the merrier. You know, it's like if you want to help and you want to help for that build, you know what to do. Yeah, it's like you can always donate a few dollars here and there. So, you know, $5, $10, or, you know, whatever you want to donate. That's fine by me. So yeah, you know, like one of the things that I was actually telling you guys, so far we spoke about, you know, the foam builds, what you want to use as material wise for the foam builds for the Kamen Rider shields or Power Ranger shields, you know, EVA foam. I gave you the link for TNT Cosplay where you can actually get some foam sheets, and they actually have a good length, so that'll actually help good. And for the, if you're gonna go the fabric route, like I'm gonna repeat this again for people that just joined us, if you're gonna go the fabric route and cover your shield in fabric, I would suggest 2 separate types of material, either 4-way stretch Lycra or 4-way stretch vinyl. These are the 2 best materials to go for because it's very durable and it has to be, like I said, it has to be 4-way because it has more flexibility, has more give. 2-way stretch vinyl is only stretches in 2 separate directions, left to right. You can't stretch it up or down, so you won't get that even. And when you try to form your shield, it'll pull too much and it won't be consistent. So some people will look overly stretched out, and sometimes the color tends to fade in one section over another because it's not stretching in the right way. But vinyl, you can actually get it on these 4-way stretch vinyl and Lycra. You can actually get it on Amazon. If you live in the US, it's easier for you guys to obtain because shipping out of the US is kind of hard because, like me, I live in Puerto Rico, and to get that material directly off of Amazon, they said they need special handling, so they can't ship it to me. I don't get that. What I mean by it's fabric. What kind of special handling do you need compared to sending a CPU or a GPU through the mail? I don't get it. I don't understand that. But anyways, that's how it is. But you can actually get those on Amazon. And for the rest of the stuff, you can get on like the foam. You can get the foam sheets on TNT Cosplay. They actually have some good brands. They even sell barge, contact cement. Those are the best things like you can use for sticking your foam pieces together is contact cement. Never ever go with hot glue because hot glue will give away after a little bit of time and where it's connected. Special handling is for them to get more hands on your special money. What's your favorite childhood TV show? My favorite childhood TV show would have to be Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. That was my favorite show as a kid. I was a kid that was more into cartoons, which I'm still into cartoons at this age. It's not a bad thing. I love me some cartoons. I love me some tunage. I love me some anime. And, you know, that's how it is. We are looking for Blue's Clues. We are looking for Blue's Clues. We are looking for Blue's Clues. I wonder where it's gone. You know, I used to do a good imitation of Blue. Steve is returning to Blue's Clues. I know, but as a cousin, yeah, he won't be back as Steve, the owner of Blue. Like he'll be there, you know, as the cousin of the new guy. I used to mess around with doing voices for these characters all the time. Like could I repeat these characters? Like I can do a pretty good Stitch. At the freestyle. This is my family. I found it all on my own. It's small and broken, but good. Yeah, stupid. I was like, I used to love doing that. Like, I remember one time I went to Disney World for the first time ever, and I've only been to Disney World once. I've only been there once, and I saw Stitch and Lilo, and I'm gonna tell you something. Lilo was kind of handsy. And I saw Stitch. I came up from behind Stitch, and I did the voice behind him. I like, oh my god. He's like, oh my god. He literally like was floored, and I did the voice for the Lilo, and I walked away. Like I took a picture with Lilo, and she like has her arms wrapped around my neck, taking a picture. I'm trying to walk away. Lilo literally like has her arms gripped, and I'm like Lilo didn't want to let go. I'm like, hello. And like, Stitch has to go now. Pen, pineapple, apple pen. What? He's the main guy for the reboot. Steve is returning. Blue's Clues. Where'd you get those Blue's Clues? Blue's Clues. Where'd you get those eyes? Alright, we got 11 thumbs up. I'm just so glad we don't have any thumbs down. Alright, so we talked about foam builds. What other things do you guys want to know? Because we can talk about the 3D printers for people that actually have small 3D printers. You know, I know not everybody has a CR10. And a lot of people are wondering, what can you do if you're like building a prop and you gotta take it down in several pieces? Well, even though I have a CR10, I still have to take some models apart. I had to slice them into sections. Like for example, when I did the prop for the King Tyranno. The King Tyranno is a very long prop, so there's no way to print that out on the CR10 in one shot. So basically, I actually had to make the base. I had to make the handle, And then the blade I actually had to do in 3 separate pieces. Now, there are several things you can do to connect all the pieces together. One, it's welding the pieces together, which it's not going to be that easy because you could only weld the edge. So you can't actually weld the inside and adhere to the. In some builds, a lot of people have actually used Loctite to put their builds together and then weld them after. That's another good option. The only problem is when you want to do that for a blade, and this is a blade if you're going to just use it as 3D print and that's nothing else. You're not going to mold it and cast it after into one whole solid piece. There's another option what you can do to glue these parts together, but you have to be very careful with this one because this is actually epoxy. Epoxy is actually good, strong adhesive, but you actually have to be careful because it does get hot. So remember when you work with it in small layers because a little goes a long way. I'm gonna tell you that right now. A little bit goes a long way, and if you are not careful, the heat can actually deform your plastic of the PLA and then warp it. And if you're trying to force the pieces together, you might smush it too much. So basically, like, go a little bit, connect it together. You can actually use either a small clamp, or you can actually use some Gorilla tape and then wrap it around and then keep the pieces together with a clamp. And then when it's all nice and set, then you can let it go. And little by little, it'll take form, but you have to, like I said, little at a time. Don't make a lot because a little goes a long way, and you don't want it overgoing and then going over your details, and then you won't be able to take it out, and then all of a sudden you're gonna have to start all over again, or you're just gonna have to do a whole lot of work trying to get that thing done. I really want a lightning collection of the power sword. I think they still have a lot of those things online on Amazon. I think if you look on Amazon, you can actually find good amounts of those. So remember guys, I'm gonna remind you guys again, for any guys who have not participated and are still thinking about participating. We're still having the raffle of the White Ranger, Green Ranger Fusion helmet that was made in one of the previous videos that was actually signed by Jason Dater Frank a couple months ago at the Awalicon here in Puerto Rico. That is actually the new raffle price for this month, which is going to be going on until the end of the month. So you have until the end of the month to participate in the raffle. All you have to do is go to the raffle, go onto the link right here in the live chat, which is coffee.com/OscarLarrea. All you have to do is buy a coffee. Every coffee is about $3. Multiple entries are allowed. You can buy 1, 2, 3, 4, or maybe even $30 worth of coffees, which a lot of people have done in the last previous 2 raffles. And basically, the more you enter, the more your name is actually put into a little hat. And like I said, if you buy a lot of raffle tickets, your name is in there a lot compared to probably somebody who actually only put their name once. So your chances of winning are higher than somebody only actually puts one name in. I got the Legacy Power Sword, but I wonder how Hasbro would do it. I don't know, because the one that the Legacy one actually looks exact. So I don't know how much more exact you can get unless they paint it differently. So the painting could be a little bit more different compared to how they did it for the Legacy. So gotta see. I don't know, but it makes me very curious to find out what it is that they're actually doing to make it better. Because honestly, their figures look like figure arts. The Hasbro figures look like figure arts. They're like so detailed. I'm like, I can't believe it's only a $20 figure. So I would love to see what else. Imagine if Hasbro made the collection for the Howling Cannon. You buy every single prop until you get every single one, and then you can make a Howling Cannon. Imagine that. Imagine that. You know, not making it in the child size. You know, like for kids, it's like a miniature version of every weapon, and then all of a sudden, like, you know, we're talking like full size scale of the actual Howling Cannon from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. can't get any better than that. You probably could, but figuring out how much better you can get with that, like I would like to see all the Power Ranger props done. I would like to see Hasbro take a stab at making every single one of the weapons used by the Power Rangers. We're talking from every single series. You know, we're talking Mystic Force, RPM, SPD, Wild Force, every single one of them. You know, it's like I want to see if they could actually even do a better job on the Dragon Dagger. I don't know, because the Dragon Dagger kicked ass in my opinion. And also, I would love to see them do the Sword of Darkness. Because come on, wouldn't you guys like to see Hasbro take a stab at the Sword of Darkness? Imagine that, the Sword of Darkness. In fact, you know, maybe that's something. I got a little itch on my leg. Maybe that's something I should even raffle off, a Sword of Darkness. Maybe that should be a nice prize, a Sword of Darkness raffle. What do you think? Do you think that would be a good idea? A Sword of Darkness. Who would participate in a Sword of Darkness raffle? Let me see a sense of hands here. Who would want to try to win a Sword of Darkness prop? A raffle here on the channel, like a Sword of Darkness. Should that be a raffle prize? Should that be a prize? I don't know. It's a possibility. To be or not to be a raffle prize? That is the question. To be nobler in the mind, to slay the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune. Name that movie. Can you name that movie? I want them to make a dragon shield for the Green Ranger. I don't know if they would ever make a dragon shield for the Green Ranger, because imagine the size of the box. The box alone would be like this. If they ever made one, I could probably see that as a limited edition for a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. I could see that being a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive piece. Joshua, what is up, Joshua? Welcome to the live stream. I appreciate you coming in here, and I'll appreciate you more when you smash the like button, buddy. Smash that like button. Grambo, what is up? Welcome to the live stream. I've never seen you here before, so you're new. Everybody, say hello to Grambo. Shout out to Rambo. Are you related to Rambo? That's a cool name. I like that name. Grambo. Oh, I love pizza. I love pizza. 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 Remember that from the Ninja Turtles movie? Like small little people when they were starting to mutate. Radical, 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 radical. Hey, Jody, what is up? I didn't even think you were actually going to be here tonight. So yeah. But yeah, you remember that movie, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie? That's actually a cool movie. So yeah. But yeah, guys, you know, I'm trying to do as much as I can for the channel because I really wanted to get a little bit bigger, a little bit better. So now I'm gonna have to be thinking about other types of builds, something a little bit better for the channel, because you know the last video, like I said, only got 149 views in a week. So that's not really like doing it. You know, it's like if the channel doesn't get more up there and stuff like that, and my year is almost up. To reach that 4,000 watch hours, 4,000 watch hours, not 4,000 minutes, 4,000 watch hours. So I gotta reach that to be reviewed, so I can actually get into review, getting my videos monetized, so that way the videos can make some income for the channel. You know, that way we can bring a little money in from the videos and everything. So, so Johnny, what is up? I haven't talked to you since the last time, so I hope you're having a good day. I hope you're having fun. I hope everything is going good with the family, your mom and your kids and everything. I can't wait for the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. I didn't even know there was going to be a Five Nights at Freddy movie. That's new to me. I didn't even know about that. What do we have here? What do we have here? All right, that's good. That's good. So what's going on? What have you been up to today, Johnny? What's been going on? In fact, what's everybody been up to? What's everybody? Because it's almost the end of the week. It's already what, Thursday today? It's already Thursday. It was announced during, I think, Five Nights at Freddy's 4. Ah, okay. You always gotta keep an eye on your print because you never know when something's gonna happen and it starts like you're low on filament and then you gotta do a manual feed all over again. So hopefully I don't have to do another manual feed on this printer, so that way, you know, because I already did it twice. I already did a 2 manual feeds so I don't run out of filament. Like I said, this thing has been going on for like a little over 22 hours now. 22 hours and 14 minutes. This section alone, this is just the front part of the Pink Ranger helmet. Just the front part. So I still got to do the back. That's probably going to take about 14 hours, give or take. Ugh, I hate warm water. And sorry about the noise in the background, guys. That's I think it's my stepdad. He's power washing the driveway. I don't know why he's doing it at this hour. It's getting pretty late, so the sun's already going down and he's still power washing outside, and he's interrupting the live stream with this horrific noise. First it's the crickets and now it's that. He didn't know. He didn't know. I haven't played it once. I haven't ever played it once because playing it on my laptop before was not possible because I couldn't really game on that laptop. So I could probably do it now on this computer because this is actually a gaming PC, so I could probably do it now on this one. So we gotta see. Who knows? Maybe I'll be able to play it once for the first time in my life. Who knows? Maybe. Probably. I don't know. We'll have to see. So who do we have here? Because now I see we only have 3 people here. We keep losing people. That's not fun. That's not enjoyable. That's not the best thing to do. It's like instead of more people joining, we have people leaving. That's not cool. It's not fun. In my opinion, the most scary Five Nights at Freddy game is Five Nights at Freddy's 4 and Sister Location. I really don't know anything about any of those games since I never had a really good PC to play any game like that. I never paid much attention to it. It sucks for me because I don't know anything about Five Nights at Freddy. I don't know any except for the fact when I used to work at Toys R Us, I used to see all the stuff all the time, like T-shirts and stuff like that of Five Nights at Freddy. But that was like basically it. That's all I ever saw for Five Nights at Freddy. Watch Matt Pad, aka Game Theory, on YouTube. So who do we still have here? I know we have Orville. Obviously we have Orville, but who else do we still have here? Because we have people talk. We have Orville talking as usual. But who are the other two people that are here? Because I see it says we have 2 people here. But I don't know who else. I don't know if Ja Maris already left the room, if she already left the live stream, because I just gotta get better at it. I gotta get better. I have to do better videos. I gotta see about getting more stuff out there and giving more tips and tricks and more advice and on builds of other kinds. Because not everybody has a 3D printer. So some people can only do foam builds. Some people can only do props. Oh, finally, silence. Silence. The beauty of silence. I gotta ask, how annoying was that sound in the background? Be brutally honest, how bad was that sound? Because to me, it was becoming a real pain in my butt. Literally, it was. Becoming a great, big, giant pain in my hiney. So yeah, and believe it or not, you can still hear that stuff, and my window was closed. I don't know, I guess people left because of that noise in the background. And I don't blame them for that noise, I was like, even it was bothering me. It's like, I have all my windows closed. I have every single one of my windows closed. I mean, you can still hear that sound, but imagine if my windows were open. How loud that would be. I would have to at the end of the live stream, I'm like, I'll be back in an hour. I'll be back here and stuff like that. But no. Luckily, they're done. Hopefully, they're not going to be doing any more of that stuff. Because we don't need that. We don't need any of that stuff. Alright, and like I said, guys, we're still having the raffle going on for the Fusion helmet of the Green and White Ranger helmet that's signed by Jason David Frank, that he was here in Guadalcan a couple months ago. So that's still available. The raffle is still going on. If you want to participate in that raffle, all you have to do is buy a coffee. You can buy 1, buy 2, buy 3. Every coffee is about $3, and every coffee you buy, the money goes to funding the channel here. So if you want to help the channel get better at their videos, get better builds, get try other filament that you guys might be curious about, feel free to donate to the channel, be a part of the raffle as well, and you could win one of these special prizes. So far, we've given away a Black Century rifle, fully 3D printed and finished, and we actually gave a large Drakkon helmet that was also signed by Jason David Frank. And this month is another helmet signed by Jason David Frank, which is the last autograph item that I have for grabs for a raffle. Next month, who knows what the raffle will be. It could be a prop, it could be a helmet, could be a shield. Who knows? We won't know until the end of the month when this raffle is done. So, like I said, if you want to participate, or if you just want to donate to the channel, you can actually go to the coffee and donate and buy a coffee. You could donate $3, $6, anything you want to donate. Feel free to donate as much as you can, even if it's just $3. Whatever you can. I appreciate everything that you offer. Wow, it's like so quiet now. It's like it says we have 3 people here, but we only have Orville talking. So I don't know what's going on. You know, it's like, I hope you guys are sharing the video on your Facebook and everything. You know, it's like I don't know what else to do. You know, it's kind of hard to figure out what to do when you don't have that many people to talk to and stuff like that. You know, it's like what do you say to people when everybody starts to leave and you're like well, okay, where does this leave me now? Where does this leave me in the whole process of the live stream? Because everybody's quiet, you know, like, well, it's either quiet. I hope they did not get the Morpher stolen by Lord Drakkon. Lord Drakkon always stealing everybody's morphers. He wants to be the all-powerful, the one and only. He wants to be the almighty god of the Rangers. He wants to be king. Alright, most likely I will probably have to do another. I'll have to do another swap of filament, most likely. There's a good chance. Because it's starting to run low right there. So, it's starting to run low, so there's probably going to be a good chance that I'm going to have to change the filament, give it another manual feed. And so far I've had luck. So far I've done it twice, and nothing's gone wrong. Lord Drakkon, what to be king? I just can't wait to be. No one says do this. No one says be here. No one says stop that. No one says see here. We can run around all day. We can do it on my way. I remember that movie so much from my childhood. It's like, it's a good memory. It's a good memory. Let's see. Trying to see something here. Checking something on my Nightbot here. Well, Orville, you're still the top chatter because nobody else is chatting now. Everybody left. I was like, where did everybody go? Literally, like, I was like, where? It's like, what happens? Why do people leave? I don't know. Like, I guess Jamaris left. Rambo left. Joshua probably left. Coffee Thief left. And a bunch of other people probably left also. I don't know. I saw the Lion King remake. I didn't get to see it. I never got a chance to see it. So I can't say anything about it. So I heard good things. I heard a lot of people liked it. Some people said they cried during the movie. Especially I guess the death of Mufasa. You know, Mufasa died. Simba. Simba. So wow, we got a lot of hate. Movies either like you love them or you hate them. I don't know what it is, but people are always talking about that stuff, you know. But yeah, you know, Matt Watkins, what are you doing for your next video? The next video I think will actually have to do with the King Tyranno prop. You know, printing it out, making it, finishing off, showing how I can actually put all the pieces together because it actually was printed out in about 5 separate pieces. So I will be that'll be the next video, the King Tyranno prop. The first King Tyranno prop ever made. The first King Tyranno prop ever made. So hopefully that'll be actually a pretty good video. I hope people get a lot of information, and it'll be a prop that'll actually be up for sale as a casted piece. So a lot of people can actually get a casted piece of the King Tyranno prop for in case people want to cosplay as King Tyranno in the future. So who knows? Who knows? It could be a possibility. Now we only have 2 people here in the live stream. Wow. I am so boring. I don't know. Like, nobody likes me anymore. I can't feel the love. Everybody left. And the stream is still going and people have left. I don't know why. So yeah, you know, but one of the things we talked about earlier, we were talking about, you know, how to finish your foam builds, what materials you could use for your foam builds, what materials not to use for your foam builds. Sorry, Power Ranger Operation Overdrive, we are never ever getting back together. Okay, I'm lost. I didn't know what that meant, but okay. But yeah, you know, we talked about the foam builds of what you want to do for your props, what materials to use, what not to use. So if you missed that part after the live stream is over, you can go back to that later on and find that section if you want to learn how to make your own foam builds of the chest shields for, like, for example, the Green Ranger, the Gold Ranger, or any other Ranger that actually has a chest shield. So basically that would be, you know, any chest shield that you want. It will even work with Common Rider chest shields. So one of the other things that I suggested, a lot of people have suggested, what do you use for to gluing your pieces together? For the helmets, what I use is Loctite. But what I'm going to be using for some of the other builds in the future, besides Loctite, I'm not going to give up on Loctite altogether. But for other builds, I'm planning on using some epoxy. But epoxy is something that you have to be very careful with because it's a adhesive that actually heats up, and it could literally burn you if it falls onto your skin, and you don't want that. So remember, always wear protection, like rubber gloves, wear goggles, wear a respirator, because it does have an odor to it and it can be toxic. So when you're working with epoxy, you want to work in small doses. There is a brand that actually has the 2 parts, because it comes in 2 parts, where you actually comes in basically like a syringe. I actually have one with me right here. So this is something I have used already, which is actually plastic weld. It's a 5-minute epoxy, so it comes with a part A and a part B on each side. So basically what you have to do is grab it from here, then squirt it into the container, mix it around until you have both sections completely mixed together, and then lightly put a coating on the 2 halves or on 1 half only, and then put them together. But when you do this, you just can't leave it alone. You will actually have to clamp it together, but don't clamp it too hard because you do not want to break the filament. And or you could actually use some Gorilla Tape and just tape it around together where the seam is, and make sure that it's nice and even, that it's not off. And then after that, you can actually use either a little bit of Bondo, maybe weld it together with a soldering iron, and then sand it smooth with some Bondo and some spot putty and some filler primer. But it'll take a few minutes for the epoxy to dry, and then I would do one section at a time. Don't try to glue every single part. Tape it up or clamp it and then wait. Take it one step at a time. Do 2 pieces first, and then add on to each piece until everything is completely set at each time. When one section is set, move on to the next one, that one, and then so on and so forth, and until you actually reach to the end of that section. So if you want to know where I actually got this one, this JB Weld plastic weld, basically you can get this at any local Walmart as well as any type of warehouse, you know, like a Lowe's or a local hardware store or anything. So basically it costs like I think about $7 for this, and a little, like I said, a little bit goes a long way. So you don't have to worry about using a lot for it to stick, because like I said, it takes a few minutes to set and to harden and to basically latch together. And this is the same material that I actually used for gluing together the pieces for the Black Sentry rifle. I recommend this. But remember, be very careful. Wear protection. Wear gloves. Wear goggles and a respirator when working with this, because it does have a strong odor. And you never know, something might happen that you might get some in your eye, or if you don't want to breathe something like this for too long, because like I said, it is toxic. It could be harmful. It says avoid contact with ice, plus ice with water and stuff like that. One thing that I like about the Aladdin remake is Princess Jasmine is played by Naomi Scott, who played Kimberly. Oh yeah, I remember that. You know, I remember that. A lot of people were talking about that. When she was announced as Jasmine, it's like, oh my God, all the Power Ranger fans from the movie and everything, and remember her from the movie, were like, oh my God. I was like, oh my God, I gotta watch it. Oh my God, Princess Jasmine is a Power Ranger. Princess Jasmine is a Power Ranger. Arabian nights like Arabian day. But yeah, a little off topic, but we're going to go moving on along back up to what I was talking about. But my God, I'm surprised that, you know, after a few minutes, again, people left. People didn't stay that long. Like, I guess the maximum they could stay was about a half hour or an hour. But we're now almost in 2 hours. But I think probably going to end the live stream for tonight, because there's not really much to talk about with everybody had gone. So basically what we covered so far was the armors, on how to make a foam build armor, the pieces, the parts, and everything. Why did you people leave? I don't know why they left, man. I don't know why they left. I don't know. Maybe I'm not that lovable. Maybe I'm not that adorable. Maybe I'm not that cool. I'm so ugly. I'm so ugly. They were afraid of my scary face. Okay. But yeah, so we talked about what type of stuff you can use for gluing the foam, which is bars, contact cement. You can use industrial strength contact cement or consumer brand contact cement for your foam builds. Never hot glue. Epoxy glue is also epoxy adhesive or glue, whatever you want to call it. Is actually a good thing for some of your prints. But remember, a little bit goes a long way. Don't glop it on like a madman or a crazy woman. And you know, always, like I said, the most important thing when you're doing with your 3D prints and everything, if you do have a 3D printer or you end up buying a raw 3D print, make sure to always wet sand your print, because wet sanding is very important to make sure that you get a lot of that excess filler primer and spot putty smoothed down as much as possible, and so you can see if you're got any other little bit of gaps. So it shows a little bit better when you do the wet sanding, because it's something that I highly advise, because when I first started, I wasn't doing any wet sanding because I thought, you know, it's good enough. It's smooth enough. Why bother with wet sanding? It's not important. It is important. It is important. So yeah, you know, that's what you want to do. You know, and also, guys, I want to thank you everybody that actually came into the live stream. I really appreciate everything that you got. I want to thank our donators for today, Sandy and Net Viper. Thank you for donating to the channel, and this donation will go to buying the filament for, you know, the Pepper Potts rescue armor from Endgame. I say a lot, because it's hard to speak fast. You know, I'm not in that much of a practice of being a speed speaker. You know, sometimes I speak faster than I can think. I don't know why. But yeah, you know, if you guys are actually interested and you want to see more of these type of builds and you want to see more live streams, you know, make sure to leave comments down below of this live stream, and leave comments down on all of the other videos. If you haven't left a comment yet, leave a comment down below. Make sure you watch these videos in all its entirety. You know, show me that support, show the love. You know, share this video on your social media, on your Twitter, on your Facebook. I know you can't share on Instagram as of yet. Maybe one day that'll actually change. But yeah, you know, I want to thank everybody for actually being here. I hope to see you again soon. I want to see more live streams. Well, we'll probably end up doing a little bit more live streams, but I know a lot of people don't get to make it on Thursday. I guess depending on the day, they are working and everything. And maybe we'll do earlier ones, maybe like noonish or maybe 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Find out what time works better for everybody. So we'll have to figure that out. So remember, smash that like button, hit subscribe, don't forget to hit that notification bell, share these videos with your family, with your friends, with your uncles, with your boyfriends, with your girlfriends, your future wife or husband that you're going to be meeting 10 to 20 years from now. And who knows, maybe you guys can make a connection with the video. But yeah, you know, if you guys have any questions or any type of materials, props or stuff or builds that you guys want to see, leave it down in the comments down below of every one of the videos, even on the live streams, because I do leave the live stream videos running no matter what. I don't take them down at all. So make sure that you do that, and I hope I can see you guys again soon. Have a good night, and hope to see you again next weekend. Hopefully people stay longer. Maybe we'll do extra live streams just in case. We'll do some extra ones. Maybe I'll be back again this weekend. Who knows? If you guys want to see me back again on the weekend, write it in the comments down below if you want to see me again next week, this weekend or something, you know? So, until then, take care, guys.